Hi, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. I'm Jackie.
And I'm her husband, Glenn.
He's my husband, Glenn.
Hey, before we get started, make sure we hit the subscribe button, hit the bell with notifications so you miss any of our reviews. Tonight, we're reviewing episode number 4 of Married at First Sight, season 19. We got all the weddings done. They're in Panama. Some have consummated the marriage. I believe all has consummated the marriage, truth be told. So. Yeah, everybody has consummated the marriage right about now. Some have regrets. Some don't have regrets. But again, let's get into it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you miss any of our episodes. Let's talk about the couples. Let's start with Jaylen and Josh, right? Mm-hmm. Jaylen and Josh discussed Josh's interest in Burning Man. I had to look this up. I didn't know what Burning Man was.
No.
All right. Burning Man is a week-long event where people go into this middle of the desert and they just hang out, have parties, culture, art, community, and usually in Arizona, I think Arizona, California, one of those. And it's in the desert. Now I can't tell you where. But they after they had this week long, they're not there anymore. I mean, they leave like there's no existence, and the temperature's hot. There's no luxuries, as he said. And he's already told her, like, she already told him, like, I'm already afraid of the gecko that was in the room last night. Right? The gecko was in the room, and I'm scared of him. So you want me to be out here? I don't like bugs. I don't want to deal with bugs. He wants to go on a safari. He wants to go out and hang out in the woods. So yeah, it's not a good look. She prefers nice things, room service, and things of that nature, right? We see them later on. They start ranking couples. Of course, they say they're number one.
Right.
They rank couples as they say number one. They put couples in order. I think she's talking about her mom and Chad being number 2, and the last couple she liked was Britney and Will. Mm-hmm. Because they didn't see them having any affection and any connection. It wasn't together. Your perception pretty right. Pretty right. But they go on a trip. They go on a safari. He takes her not a safari. He takes her in the woods, and they go on in the rainforest, and they go on what's that called? Like a ski lift, right? We'll go all the way across the river and nice beautiful view. He said, I got to tell you something, I'll give you something. And he breaks out a new box, a big box, and has another ring in it. And I mean, that diamond on that thing was nice. It was shot, and she was excited. She was happy.
So he had the same idea as
his father-in-law.
Yes.
Chad. As you know from a previous episode, Chad had given Belinda a ring. So now
they got new rings.
Jaylen got a ring as well. And we'll get to that because she does show her ring off when all the females get together and they talk about things. So this episode is the episode where you start seeing couples actually start mingling together. You all right? You good? You all right, boss? No, I get couples start mingling together, right? We see Derek and Megan. Megan and Derek. All right. They're talking about a poolside, and Megan says she finds sharing expensive and talking about hard things, right?
It's a chore.
It's chore.
She don't like to do that.
She don't like to do it.
But one thing I noticed when they were talking, it did seem like Derek kind of had to pull teeth talking to her.
Because she wants to keep everything light. She said, this is a honeymoon. We're here to have fun, to enjoy each other, to mix and mingle, and to let her hair down. This is like 7 days we have to just have fun, because when we go in the real world,
it's going to be the real world.
It's going to be the real world. Things kick up. So she's in the mode of just having fun right now. She's not in the mode of just doing, it's a whole bunch of conversation. But he does feel like it's pulling teeth. He's not the only couple that feel like it's pulling teeth, but we're talking about them. So to jump forward, the men meet up and they share how their relationships are going, and Derek gets some advice that he needs to address the issue with her not asking him about himself. So as they are, I don't want to call it's paddleboarding, right? Yeah, paddleboarding. As they paddleboarding, he finds the time to bring up with her, like, I ask you questions, deep questions. But it doesn't seem like you ask me any deep questions. Like, you're not trying to really get to know who I am. And I kind of looked at that and I took it like, is she supposed to ask or are you supposed to share?
It's both.
like, I'm a talker, so I'm gonna tell you anyway, right?
It's both. If I ask you a question about, okay, so what was it like for you in elementary school, and you just tell me and don't return the favor, how about you?
Yeah.
And so for them, it was a lot of that. Like he would ask her questions. Naturally, you would be like, yeah, when I was in school, da 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 da, and that really wasn't happening.
And she
But not to the level that Derek felt like it was. She felt like she was given to him, but I could see where he was coming from. Like, no, not really.
And she was taken aback by that, right? She felt like she was ambushed, felt like he was gaslighting her. I didn't think he was gaslighting. I think he ambushed her. I thought it was the right moment. They were together at this moment, and they were sharing each other time, and they were sharing. And he wanted to know some more about you, and he was sharing his issues. You know, I always look at this: people want men to be vulnerable, or they want men to be honest. And then when men are honest and tell the truth, right, in these situations, then you look at him like he's doing something to you. Well, I mean, do you think, as from a woman's perspective, did he do anything wrong?
I don't think so.
I didn't think he did anything right. I think he was.
Because I have an interesting take on the other couple that had the same kind of conversation.
Right. I thought he was trying to initiate honest conversation, right? But she was defensive. Mm-hmm. She was very defensive. Well, I asked you a question. She was. And no, he didn't say you did. He said, I would like for you to ask more, right? I'll put it this way. You saw her mother come out, right? The immaturity, the I don't want to say brattiness or the stuck-upness. You saw that come out in this conversation with Derek and Megan, and they didn't end this episode well because she was in her feelings.
She was like, "I need a minute.
I need a minute. I want to talk.
Yeah,
I need a minute.
I need a minute.
I need a minute. Right? In a minute. Let's go to the next couple, right? We did Jaylen. Yeah, Jaylen.
Yeah.
We did Derek and Megan. Let's go to Rhonda and Pat because we talked about this conversation, right? Rhonda and Pat have they have breakfast together. Breakfast together, right? Pat is so self-absorbed talking about himself. He is talking about Rhonda. He's talking about himself, and Rhonda's like, "Yo, we had a good time. We had this." She brings up the fact that she sleeps with the TV, or she leaves the house with the TV on because she once was robbed. It goes to your point. He never asked, when did you get robbed? How did you get robbed?
Well, what she said was, usually when I say that to people, they were like, oh my gosh, that's so terrible. And
he kept talking about himself.
She didn't get that reaction from him. And so she brought up, it's like, you know, as I'm talking to you about these things that are going, you know, things going on with me, it's like you turn the conversation back to you. Me personally, I feel like she went too far with it. I don't think it was like she was like, you want to make the conversation about you. No, I'm just sharing that I can relate because this was what happened with me. That's how I took it.
I didn't think she went too far when she was, because I felt like the natural thing to do. So, you got robbed. Oh, dang, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for that. But I mean, I'm talking about that makes sense. But the way she said, "Oh, sure, make it about you," I was like, "Dang." And it wasn't about the robbery thing. It was whatever else she was talking about at the time. I was like,
but is it a moment because he never asked a question? He wasn't interested in her. He wanted to get his point across, and he wanted to keep talking about. I guess it was the stars and all that stuff. I guess he was showing her his knowledge of the stars. He just was talking about the stars, right? And then I like the fact that she went directly to him and told her, like, this is what's going on. I like that. That's where the maturity and the older people come in. Older people, I don't want to disrespect anyone. And the old mature people come in,
right.
Because she like, I got more days, you know, behind me than I do in front of me. I don't have time to waste. So let's nip this in the bud now, move on with our honeymoon, and keep it flowing. And she was willing to have the tough conversation with him, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That she was willing to have the tough conversation. You know,
we want to say this. Pat's response was, he was like, you know, sometimes I feel like I need to fill the space with words. Like, he don't want no dead space. So he talks. And, you know, he's trying to get his point across. And, yeah, she didn't really care for that too much. But like I said, I mean, you know, we each have a different thought with that. But I didn't see a problem with what she was saying to him, but I just feel like she took it too personal.
But
like
I think someone was past her, and I apologize because I just cut you off. Go ahead.
No.
Oh, okay. Because he has past hurts, right?
Uh-huh.
And her past hurts and things that she's been through, that's a trigger for her.
Mm-hmm.
So I just look at it as being a trigger for her. Like, look, I want you to be into me, not just into yourself. And everything I say, you brings back to you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not about you this time. It's about me. So let's have a conversation, and I'm sharing what happened to me, and I would like you to give me a response about me, not about you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because again, it's about you. It's about me. So let's have this dialogue so we can learn about each other and make it a great dialogue. Not that she wasn't concerned about him, but she wants, hey, ask me some questions. Or ask me, what did it feel like to be robbed, and why you leave the TV? Those, like, care about the things that happened to me. And I think that was the biggest thing. Care about the things that happened to me in my past, and we can move on and do this thing together, right? But he does get it, because he mentioned when he sat down with the guys, he told her what sparked the thing in Derek. Like, yo, me and Rhonda had this issue. Pat, like, me and Rhonda had an issue, and she felt like I wasn't fully engaged in the conversation and talking to her, and what sparked Derek to go in, have the conversation with Megan later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I thought that was good because it was very open.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they both say later I love you, and I think that's too early.
Yeah, let me go to this too, because again we see Rhonda's spontaneity.
Yeah,
and they go like out in the jungle or whatever and do the
praying for trees, wouldn't
it? Nothing was doing like a yoga thing, a breathing thing, and something that he probably wouldn't do, but you know, she was like, I love it for you to do. But then later they actually do say, I love you.
Right.
But yeah, in that space, it was like, oh, I love it, you know.
Yeah, love is too early.
They ain't got no time to waste. That's what they say.
I did say that one time. They ain't time to waste. So anyway, they move on. We move on to Belinda and Chad. Not much with Belinda and Chad here. They, like I said, they went visit. They went into town.
Mm-hmm.
They was touring the town. Chad had showed that he was very generous.
Mm-hmm.
Again, bought Belinda a hat, and she was like, and I thought about our daughter. She's like, hold up, you buying me stuff? I usually buy my own stuff. Like, I can buy my stuff, but he was like, no.
What do you want, sir?
What do you want, sir? Like, I can, but she's like, no, I can do this. He like, to me, I'm not saying love. I guess he hasn't been generous with somebody in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
so he's willing to share what he has. So but still keep an eye on that, because he either bought her a ring. She bought her this hat.
Just throw it in the bag.
And just throw it in the bag. He was happy that he woke up with somebody, you know, the following in the morning. He had been in the bed or woke up with somebody in a long time. You know, he just reminds me of the Southern gentleman who has a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And so she wants to see. She's seeing his generosity. She wants to see his romantic side.
She wants to see more romantic side. She want to go dancing.
Yeah.
She want to see some more of the romantic things. But I think he has to ask her, what's your love language? Mm-hmm. Like, what do you like? Is her love language may not be gifts, right? Mm-hmm. It may be affirmation. It may be quality time. So he needs to understand what's her love language. But again, as I mentioned in the previous review, you need to ask these people. Mm-hmm. They need to be conversations like, what's your love language? How do you like to be treated? We haven't seen none of that yet, right?
No.
We haven't seen none of them say, hey, I like affirmation. I like quality time. Talk to me this way. Like, when we get in an argument, don't yell at me, scream at me. Give me some space and time to get myself together before we go into this conversation. So they that was all it was for them. It wasn't much with Belinda and Chad in episode 4. It just, they were out in the city and having a good time, right? Mm-hmm. And the conversation, she just wants him to be romantic, be more romantic, right? And be to romance her. I mean, think about it. She's the one that didn't have a wedding. She's the one that just had kids, and so who was cheated on. So I figured her husband wasn't as romantic as she needed him to be, and she wants that. She did show her ring off to all the girls when they all were together. She showed her ring off, and Jaylen showed their ring off. So mother and daughter both got new rings. I wonder if Chad and Josh had a conversation. They talked.
I wonder.
They both have money, and they were both willing to upgrade their wives' rings. So which was good there. All right, which was good there. And they did that within a couple of days. A couple days. So it was good. I know.
You know what?
Oh, I thought the same thing. Like, we've been married 24 years, but time for an upgrade. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought
I was
about
about to have to upgrade.
It's about time for an upgrade. So we all
remember that day I lost my ring after I went and got my nails done, and my hands were so slippery and slick, and my fingers were so skinny.
So she can come on here. She can come on here blinging one day, y'all. One day we're gonna upgrade that bad boy. Are you smirking?
Yes.
Oh, you don't believe? Oh, anyway, let's move on to the next couple. Move on to the next. Move on and next, right? and next. The final couple, because we already did we did Jaylen, we did Megan, we did the final couple, which has the most. Why it always got to be us?
Don't say that.
And you go back to the past seasons.
Don't say that.
You go back. I'm just saying, Married at First Sight family. It's not always us, but majority of the time it's us. Where's the last successful one? You got to go all the way back to Charlotte. No. New Orleans went after Charlotte. Woody and Amani.
I mean, Brianna and Vincent.
Atlanta.
But I can't say. but you're talking about ones that have like issues.
They get this drama. Yeah. So anyway, Britney will have a awkward dinner. She's still mad over the sex situation, the way that he's not communicating.
His reaction.
The way he's not communicating with her, and he's like, "Well, I'm just giving you some time and space." All right. Will wants to know why she's distant and argumentative about their different way of communicating. They communicate different, right? Very different. But you know what? I had to go back to this. I had to go back and watch. You know what? These two never had anything in common anyway when they did the matchmaking special. When they did the matchmaking before Will and Britney, they had nothing in common. I need the experts to stop putting people that don't have anything in common. She come from a single parent home. He come from she come from a home with both parents. He come from a single parent home. She is religious. He ain't religious. It's a whole bunch of where it was a lot of red flags when they put them together, right? He doesn't communicate well. Well, I know what he's doing. He's trying to make sure she's comfortable and all right, and not be too overbearing. But she wants him to take the lead and be more have more communication,
right?
And be more open and be more vulnerable and show the words of affirmation that she wanted to hear, to be more concerned about her and not give me whatever. Okay, that's good. Whatever you want, that's fine.
She's like, okay.
She wants more dialogue.
Yes.
Tell me.
Don't just go along with it.
Yeah, tell me about who you are and tell me. Same thing. The conversation, she came to him and was like, well, let's have a conversation. Let's come on. Can we go deeper? Well, ask me something.
I've been asking you.
I've been asking you. No, you haven't. All right.
What kind of way do you want me to ask you? What you want me to ask you about? Oh my gosh.
He really does become condescending to her. It seems like he's talking to a child instead of having a real life communication, right? Like, look, this is what you want. Like, I would like something else. This is what you want. This is how you want to be treated. Okay. I've only known you for 2 days at this point, 3 days. Give me a minute. I will get to the place where we can have real conversation and be there. They should after they get married, maybe they need to put them in pods like Love is Blind and just let them talk. No, but what are you talking about though? You're willing to have sex with this dude, and y'all haven't had y'all haven't had deep conversation. Like, we need to have some deep conversation. Like, there's some things that we need to discuss and talk about. And I need you to open up. I need you to share. I need you to ask me about me. Like, what's my middle name? What school I went to? Where I work at? How you like? I know there's time for this, and it has to be a balance because you can't come out guns a blazing like or you can't come out like my man from the last season. What's the one? Live in the basement.
Oh, I just looked at him.
David, right? And say, give too much too soon.
Right.
You have to have a balance. And I think Will hasn't created a balance, and nor does he know how to talk to people. I don't think his communication skills are real strange.
No, I said
well, it seemed like he grew up around,
He's just a little bit strange. Again, let's go back to him and these big words. These $10,000 words.
Yeah. And this is what he said that set her off. I don't need words of affirmation like you do. Like, so you telling me
this may be true, but the like you do at the end of it,
like you do, and that set her off. She was like, "Hold on for a minute." Like what? But who doesn't like affirmation? He may not be your love language,
right?
But
like,
he needs her to open up. I mean, she needs him to open up, and he's not opening up.
They just got this. Is what she said. We're not just on the different pages. I feel like we're in completely different books.
Different books.
We're not even in the same book.
But here it is. They were cool until they had sex.
What the response.
The response after sex. Response after sex changed everything in this relationship, which is they married, so it's legal. But you should be having conversation and discussion prior to you having sex, because her relationship changed when the awkwardness came because of their sex life, and now she's realizing there's something different about this dude.
Yeah, because like he took it off the table, period.
Well, he took it off the table, but she didn't want to take it off the table. Right. She wanted to have a discussion about it. Right. So his thing was, well, if I can take it off the table, I ain't got to deal with it. That's an escape. Have the tough conversations. Have the tough moment. Be there and have that conversation and talk. Hey, this is what we need. This is what I need. I'm sorry it felt awkward. I apologize that we didn't use protection. It could have been on me. Take responsibility for your part. I should have used protection.
Mm-hmm.
I should have, you know what I'm saying? Because you're responsible for you. But it became awkward, right? Britney eventually said she's going to go take a shower, but instead leaves the room to go downstairs and order some chicken strips and eat some chicken fingers and french fries. And then she's like, I want Will to follow me. See, this is where I have a problem. Kind of got a problem with both. You never told him, y'all never had the rules of engagement anyway, that you want somebody, when I leave, I want you to follow me.
Well, I mean, nobody's going to say that.
Nobody. He has enough self-awareness, but he don't to know she may need somebody to talk to. But when a woman says, I want to be alone, guess what men gonna try to do? They're gonna leave you alone. You can't be downstairs mad because he ain't follow you after you told him to leave you alone.
But she didn't tell him that.
But you want me? She said she needed space. So when you tell me you need space and you leave, guess what you need?
Space.
So if I follow you, now I'm invading your what?
Space.
And then here it is, I'm not listening to you, which is the problem in the first place, because you said I need space. So if he follows you, he's not listening to what you ask him to do. But in this moment, you want him to be there, but you also want space.
But this is the thing. In this situation, again, she said she's going to take a shower. She didn't. She went and got something to eat. So in that case, it's a little bit different. Okay.
But he knows she left.
Yes.
He knows she left. So.
He said, I'm not chasing her. I'm going to let her have first base. I'm not getting ready to chase her.
Is that the right thing to do? Y'all let us know. Is that the right thing to do? Did he do the right thing by just letting her go off?
I don't know.
Or should he have followed her? Because in his mind, if I follow you, this argument we have is going to continue. It's not going to be maybe
you could go like, you've been gone for a while. I just want to come check on you.
He could. I apologize. I'm not going to say apologize because I don't think did he do anything wrong.
Mm-mm.
I think the apology, because you can water down apologies. I keep saying, I apologize. But with apology with no change of behavior, it's different. I saw that on Love is Blind. You apologize that you really didn't do anything. What you apologizing for if you didn't do anything, right? I can't apologize for the way you feel because that's how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
If I did something to offend you, then I can go ahead and be like, hey, okay, I can offend you. I mean, I can not offend you. I can apologize to you. But in this case, he felt like, hey, I didn't open up. I didn't talk. Mm-hmm. What I did was, now, of course, he was condescending. He can apologize for being condescending. From that point, as I began to talk this thing out and think about it, he was condescending to her. Oh, you need words of affirmation? You know, those type of things. Yeah, this relationship, they need to listen to each other. And then they talk to each other. And they need to learn how to communicate. Where's the experts? Make a phone call. They need the experts already. Y'all let us know what you think about Will and Britney. What do you think about Derek and Megan, right? Do you feel like Derek ambushed Megan? Do you feel like, or she just blowing this out of proportion? What do you think about Rhonda and Pat? Hey, also Jaylen and Josh and Chad and Belinda. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about episode 4 of Married at First Sight. It's getting good, y'all. It's getting good. On October 30th, 4 more episodes drop, which is Thursday. You can watch it on Peacock. If you don't have Peacock, I believe you can also watch it on Bravo, from what I'm hearing. So, hey, check out Married at First Sight. Check out our reviews. If you miss any of the reviews, there's a link in the description for each one. Chapter 1, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. This is episode 4. I may come back a little bit later and break down different other videos with each couple. But once again, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our reviews. We're trying to figure out how to do this panel discussion, Married at First Sight.
Right.
But once we work that out, we let you guys know. Once again, appreciate it. Thank y'all for rocking with us. And we talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.